Welcome back to Little Snickers, baby. I'm Michael Francis Rainey. To my left, Cal Donjala.
What's up, pal?
See, buddy? Jacob Furman Matera.
Hey.
I almost forgot Furman was your middle name.
Oh, I was
You
hoping.
thought it was his first and last name?
Yeah, I've been calling him Furman so much that... And then Danny Dubs, welcome back, my friend. Yeah, I picked him up last night, and I think I called you Furman as soon as you got in the car.
You did, yeah. And honestly, like I've never thought, like if I get murdered, this is it.
Mhm.
This is how it's going to happen.
Is that why you were acting up?
Yeah, when he picked me up,
You thought he was going to murder you?
dude, he had R. Kelly blasting.
I did.
There was a shovel in the back seat.
That's not true.
No, there was no shovel.
I did have R. Kelly blasting, though.
Where were you taking him to?
There was a tarp.
Ben Salem for an open mic.
All right.
Yeah. Doesn't that sound like a perfect murder plot?
Yeah.
Like if you're remaking Of Mice and Men with stand-up comedians, come on, buddy, I'm going to take you to an open mic in Ben Salem.
Yeah, to a place far, far away.
I was like, well,
There's plenty of swamp ground.
I was like, we've talked about a lot of killers. This could be the one where this is how it starts.
We did have to park close to 95, and it got scary. And a lady did scare me with her horn. Was it her, or was it somebody close by whose car was backfiring?
I have no idea. It was very loud. It sounded like a gunshot.
A lady walked past us as we were walking to our car, and she said, "Great job, guys." Not a big deal. But we're standing there talking to Chris Dolan as she gets in her car, and as she's pulling away to once again acknowledge her being so nice, I waved. And as I waved and her headlights illuminated my face, a car backfired, and I did like a Scooby-Doo jump and shake.
Dude.
So I can never go back there again.
Nope. At least you got that one time in.
I did. I interrupted you guys when you were talking about micro penises, and you have an interesting theory that apparently Jake shares.
Oh, man.
What
This
is
is
it?
not micro penis related. This is a regular
penis.
regular man's penis
Yes.
that slowly starts to get lost in the weeds as you gain some weight. And he brought up the theory that I've been toying around with for too long now, that the penis is still there.
He said it like Cosby.
The penis is still in my pants.
Do you want me to get in your lap so you can do the airplane with me, like Peter?
But when you get fat and the area around your crotch fat, you know what I mean? The fupa. Fat upper penis area starts to also build.
Mhm.
Your penis stays there, but it's like floodwaters that are rising.
Oh,
So
I see.
eventually, if you're in a flood, it goes up to your neck, you know what I mean? All you see is your fucking little tiny head. But
Yep.
under the surface is another, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches?
I would
You
say,
know?
yeah, easily. Yeah.
Depending on how hydrated I am.
Does
And as you see-
hydration play a role in penis size?
Nah, I'm just drinking Pedialyte.
Oh, God.
Shout out Pedialyte. Y'all make my dick rock.
I got to start drinking Pedialyte. I didn't know that's a thing.
Motherfucker, you need Pedia heavy if you want that thing to grow.
Damn. Do they have Pedialyte in big slams?
That is a 24 ouncer.
Is it?
Mm. That's so funny that you had that same exact theory off the
Dude.
cuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Something I think about all the time.
Mm.
I'm like,
Wait.
it's there. I know it's there. I've pushed it back.
You just got to charm it out like a
Yeah.
snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you tried having an Indian play the flute,
You need like a some kind of pelvis vice that you could strap around,
Yeah.
and it's hooked onto your ass hole if you're nasty, and then it squeezes the fat back, so you're getting all 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 inches.
Just kind of like fupa spanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I guess in that case it could go under your taint.
Yeah. Or, yeah, like a suspender.
oh, okay.
A reverse, an upside down suspender situation.
Penis spender.
If there's any artists or graphic designers that listen, please, we'll give you $100,000 for a mock-up of this idea.
Now, devil's advocate here, maybe some alternative theories. I'm willing to have my wife try this if you guys would like me to play around here. I'm willing to have my wife blow into my asshole to see if bigger dick comes out like the fanatic's nose.
Yeah, please do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would that be a first for you?
Yeah.
Your asshole blown into?
She's threatened to eat my ass many times, and I just can't.
Threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To take you by force.
She says, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Turns into one of those ultimate surrender videos.
Oh, I don't like that, Jake.
I've never had my butt eaten either.
Oh,
I got no
we're butt
interest in it.
versions.
Yeah, you're also a butt virgin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jake, how about
yeah,
you?
yeah. Nobody's touching this thing.
Saving it for second marriage.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Danny, I know you a nasty freak. All right.
His face is saying yes, but his heart is saying no.
No, he's got a good ass eating physique. Meanwhile, the three of us look like fucking mascots.
Dude. Ours is like a food storage facility in the back. It's okay, never mind. Never mind.
You gotta clean yourself.
Yeah.
Real quick before we get into tonight's episode, I used a bidet for the first time this week.
Oh,
Did you really?
I never used that either.
Brother, it's like
Did you use it first as soon as you were done?
I did.
Without wiping at all?
I did, yeah.
Okay. And then you obviously got to dry off a little bit.
Stay there for 45 minutes.
It's coming out your nose.
I didn't know you were supposed to turn it off. I hit the little button because you could get different kinds of spray frequencies, and I did it, and I was like, all right, this is cool, this is great. And then it was going on for about 2 minutes. I was like, this has to stop at some point, right? And then I saw the off button. I was like, oh, let me hit that.
That was just a 30 seconds at a time. Yeah.
And thankfully, I used the whites only bidet, so nobody gave me any guff.
Why would they give you guff in the all races bidet?
Because it's whites only, and then they have a word that I'm probably not allowed to say anymore. Bidet.
Water fountain? All right.
John, racism is like floodwaters.
That's what I've been saying.
All right, you ready to flip this motherfucking coin?
Yeah, let's get this bitch going, dude. If I win, we'll talk about Dave Chappelle and the Jokers. If you win, we'll talk about maybe Dave Chappelle. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Fuck you.
All right, let's do it again, Furman.
Lucky Mike.
Wow. We're going to it.
What?
We're going to it. I don't know. I'm having a stroke.
Oh, no.
Never mind.
Man, we started pretty strong, and it is slowly coming apart.
Dude, Jake, I truly feel as though I have mini strokes often. And I really wish they would stop calling them mini strokes because it does not sound manly. Like they are man strokes, but just for shorter durations. Am I right?
What are you doing? You're just blacking out and have a 1,000-yard stare for 30 seconds at a time?
I have trouble often forming words.
Oh.
Yeah.
That happens to me sometimes. I don't think it's... Are you smelling toast? Every time my wife makes toast, I can't speak correctly.
Who knows? All right. I got a gift for you guys in honor of tonight's stinker.
I hope it's drugs.
What? All right, close your
He
eyes.
said it was going to make us laugh.
I did. Close your eyes. Fuck me, man.
Man, every time he makes us close our eyes, shove something phallic in our mouth.
All right, so I'm going to throw it at you. I'm a lefty, so I just do that with my right hand, which...
The hell?
This looks like drugs.
It's crack!
Wait, can I open it up? Can I open
Yeah,
it?
smoke it, man. I got you some crack.
Yeah, smoke it, man. Mike, am I really holding crack cocaine in my hand?
You are, John.
This is not legal. We can't air this.
Stop it, John.
I'm going to smoke crack now.
I know you are.
This looks like a couple $100 worth of crack.
It is a lot of crack. Dude, Actually, I was going to say...
Do you have an opinion on this? Is he being fucking serious right now?
John, I have a friend who enjoys the program who also sells crack, who was kind enough to hook us up with some crack for this evening.
He's the sponsor of tonight's episode. This is not crack. You're wiping it off.
Yes.
No, stop being babies about this crack.
Can I flip this?
Do whatever you want with it. It's your crack, all right?
Should we have this on camera?
I don't know, man.
I think this might be really crack.
No,
What else could it be? What else looks like this?
the rock salt.
Could be.
Do you want to know why I gave you crack?
I think crack is odorless, so there's no way to.
I don't smell anything.
Well, Let's hold off on the reasons for a few minutes until we figure out whether or not we're really holding. There's no way he would get us this much crack, right?
Should
There's a
I
lot
take
of crack.
some?
Try it, Jake. Open it up and try it.
Put some on your tongue.
Yeah.
And will I be poisoned?
It ain't medicine.
Yeah,
This looks the way it's bagged is like
Is this legit?
a unique drug dealer way I've never
Yeah,
seen.
did you? Yeah, that is true. Did you tie this?
I did.
Is this fucking crack? What the fuck is going on?
Just try it. You could try a little bit. You don't have to smoke it. You could taste it.
It smells chemically.
I've been teasing y'all. This is rock candy.
Fuck you, dude.
Pretty close though, right?
Yeah.
It does look cracky.
Wow.
All right. The reason why I gave you guys crack is in honor of tonight's stinker. Do you want to know who it is?
Yeah. I want to make sure it's not crack first. Doesn't smell like candy.
That'd be so great. You ate something. He's like, I'm just kidding. It's crack.
It's candy. It's adult candy.
It's delicious.
There you go.
Where do you even get candy that looks like this?
I don't know. I sent my wife out for it, and she's really good at finding things.
Dude, my heart was starting to beat pretty fast there.
Probably the crack. It's the crack that does it. Yeah.
It's like one of Pavlov's pit bulls.
I've always wanted to do it, and I wouldn't say no if you made it happen.
Y'all never tried crack?
Oh man.
Y'all never tried crack. Motherfucker, I just tried a banana last year.
How'd you feel?
Not for me.
No.
Put it in my smoothie, but keep it out of my fucking mouth. I ain't gay.
I gotta be honest. That's how I felt about crack.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You just one and done.
Not my thing. Oh,
Yeah.
2 and done.
Did you also do a smoothie or was it? Yeah.
No, I did not do a smoothie. But the crack is in honor of tonight's sneaker, former mayor of Toronto, Rob Ford.
Yeah. Fuck
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
That rules.
So we got no murders tonight.
Yes.
We just got a ton of high level stinker
Come
behavior.
on. A ton.
I feel like a weight's off my chest
Nah.
now that
Oh.
yeah. Quarter ton.
Well,
Well, they use the metric system, so
one way or another, your heart's going to be exploding by the end of this episode. Dude, I knew this fucker was funny,
Yeah.
but it was just example after example of somebody in a high level government position just not giving a fuck about that position and doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
yeah. It was like 2010-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too far away.
Okay.
So Rob Ford was born in May 28th, 1969 in Etobicoke, Ontario.
It's right there.
Right next to that tub of crack, he was born 5 miles too far.
So his parents were Doug and Ruth, and his dad was a politician too. He was the member of Ontario legislature in the late 90s, though. So later in life, the dad got into politics, but before that, he started a company with another guy called Deco Labels and Tags, and they made food packaging labels.
Okay.
Very successful business. As of 2016, they were clearing upwards of $100 million a year in sales.
Wow.
So-
Is that
Food labels.
for real for stickers?
Dude, if you Google the name of this company,
There's no behind the door business as they're
no. Well, I believe that this is legit. There is a ton of insinuation that members of the family, aside from Rob, were involved in some drug-related shit,
Okay, that would
which I
add
can
up.
see, but I don't know.
I mean, were they making the fucking food labels for all of Ontario? I guess that would make sense.
they branched out into Chicago too. So they have,
Damn, they hit the States.
International, dog.
yeah, they have a Toronto branch of Deco Labels and Tags, and then also a Chicago branch. At the time of the dad's death, I don't remember when the dad died, but when he died, he broke up the company and distributed it amongst his 3 sons. So Doug, the oldest brother, got 40%. Randy, the second oldest brother, got 40%. And Rob Ford also got 20%.
Why'd he get the short end of the stick?
I don't know.
He was the youngest?
He was the youngest, yeah.
Okay.
There were 4 kids. The third child was Kathy. I'm sorry, the second child was Kathy.
She didn't get shit?
She did not get any part of the company.
Damn.
Now, part of that was because Rob Rob insinuated, not insinuated, but he explicitly said that she was a heroin addict. And she was actually shot in the face by a drug-dealing boyfriend in the family basement.
To death, or she lived?
She lived.
Jesus Christ.
And then
Bad
also,
shot.
and you guys are aware of the crack video with Rob Ford?
Yeah, I feel like I must have seen it on. They showed it everywhere when it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't
Apparently, his sister told cops that she was there while the video was being filmed.
Okay.
So
he was just better at keeping his habit
pie hole
under-
shut. Yeah.
seen-
They each got a substantial portion of the company, but before that, he was big in the football, like American football. He played it in high school. He actually went to college to play at Carleton University in Ottawa, and he would come to the States to take part in football camps. He went to the Washington Redskins camp. He went to a football camp at Notre Dame.
As a
That's
teenager?
cool.
Yeah, as a teenager.
Nice.
Wasn't very good. When he got to college, he played 1 year, didn't get in any games. Like, you got to be pretty bad if you can't make the Canadian football team.
What position did you say he played?
I don't know. Judging by his size, he probably played offensive line.
Yeah.
He dropped out after the first year at Carleton University in Ottawa, ended up getting a sales job at his dad's company. I mentioned that the dad took part in local politics from 95 to 99.
Uh-huh.
And then in 97 is when Rob Ford got into local politics. He ran for city council. He did not get elected.
So he's what? 28?
Yes. Yeah, 28.
The right time to
Yep.
start being a fucking politician, I guess, right?
That's the way to go, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like when he did go to school, he did go to school for political science. And I think he just learned more in seeing how his dad interacted with people.
Do you guys know any politicians that you grew up with?
I have someone who's related to me by adoption who I don't know if he won his election, but one time I waited on him. He didn't know who I was.
Oh.
I mean, we only met as children.
Okay.
I didn't know who he was until I had the card. But he tipped like shit.
Oh, man.
Bro,
Damn.
fucking tipped like shit on a $24 lunch. Leaving $2 on a $24 bill. What the fuck?
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, dude. A guy that I mentioned this week on Twitter, an uncle of mine that murdered a grandmom.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, that's insane.
My uncle Ralph, I don't think it was murder. Mental illness does run in my family. However, my uncle Ralph in 1980 shot a grandmom with a rifle, killed her.
One of his grandmothers.
No, what had happened was he lived in South Philly, and in 1980 there were race riots because in this area of South Philly they were talking about and then starting to implement plans to build these housing projects in an almost exclusively Italian neighborhood. The people in the neighborhood didn't want it, so blacks were fighting with Italians, and people were just going wild.
Okay.
So Ralph had just had a baby with his girlfriend, and during the course of these race riots, Ralph said that somebody threw a brick through his window, and he said it came close to hitting the baby, and he fucking lost it. People all in the street, he took out his rifle, aimed it out the window, and just started firing. On the corner was a gas station, and there just happened to be a grandmom walking by, and he hit the grandmom, not any of the people that were involved in throwing the rock or the brick through the window.
Target practice doesn't run in your family, I suppose.
Dude, and then he ended up all right, so he was charged with murder. His lawyer is a high-level attorney in Philadelphia now. What the fuck is this guy's name? Fortunato Perry.
That's the first and last name of his man?
Yes.
Okay.
He and I very funny too, when I was looking this up too this week, I found out that his Reddit name is I Fart Bubbles.
It's true. I've seen the screenshot.
But he,
What the fuck is going on?
great lawyer. This was his first murder trial. He got the charges downgraded to manslaughter. And my Uncle Ralph only had to do a few years. My mom brought us there to go see him.
Where
Wait,
was it?
On trial?
I don't remember. No, not
Jail?
on trial.
Okay.
Jail.
To the jail.
Yeah.
My mom brought us there to like go see him.
Is
And
that
then
the only time you ever visited a jail?
I think so. And then I remember we went to go visit his mom too. Like she wasn't in jail. She was at the saddest home that you could ever imagine. I remember sitting down to do puzzles with his mother, and there not being enough pieces to complete the puzzle. And we're just like, okay, I guess we're done.
I mean, is that a sign of a shitty facility, or maybe a couple of those old wackos are hiding a couple pieces up their sleeve?
They're eating them is what they're doing.
They're eating
I
them.
bet a couple of them got dipped into a 7-layer dip in lieu of a nacho.
One more crazy note about Ralph before I get back to Rob Ford. Ralphie was adopted. And when he was adopted, his dad, who was also Ralph, was somehow affiliated with the mob. And he was just somebody who would just get things. When Ralphie was a child, he wanted a monkey. So Big Ralph got him a monkey. So monkeys do fall off the back of trucks, Jake. My mom said they would keep this monkey in a cage in the row home that they lived in. The monkey was acting like a monkey that was being held captive in an Italian row home and became extremely angry. One day, another uncle got grabbed by the monkey and became so infuriated by this monkey trying to attack him from its cage that my uncle got a machete that was hung on the wall and killed this monkey. That was the end of Ralphie's monkey.
You know, you started this with saying there was not going to be any murder. And
I'm sorry.
it immediately went to monkey murder, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Who has a machete on their wall, by the way?
Right, dude?
In case of monkey
The
attack.
D'Amicos do.
Break glass.
Dude, but going back...
mental illness in your family is so fucking rampant, the adopted kid got it. How the fuck is that possible?
But dude, going back to your adoptive relative who didn't remember you, the last time I saw Ralphie was at my Aunt Biddy's house. He was living in her basement. And she's like, did you know Ralphie moved in? At this time, I think I was like maybe 17. I was like, oh no, I'd love to see him again because I hadn't seen him in forever. She called him up from the basement. She's like, Ralph, guess who's here? And he turns the corner up to the basement. He looks at me and he's like, hi, I'm Ralph. Like he had no idea who I was.
How long had it been? 10 years or less?
I don't remember because I had seen, like, I don't remember the jail visit. I just remember like my mom telling us we went there. But I know I had seen him at family functions since then.
Yeah.
Because he always had like these tinted glasses that I thought were just weird.
I mean, I fucking...
Weird or cool?
I couldn't name the 15 people
Very
at
weird.
my family functions.
Dude, isn't that crazy? There are people like when the whole family gets together, you don't know, like you've known them your whole life.
Yeah.
And you don't know like 5 or 6 of their names.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you, and like...
It's because you spent so much time when it was all
Eating meatballs.
concentrated as a child.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Eating meatballs.
I can name all those meatballs, I'll tell you that much. And when you're a kid, it's like overwhelming learning everybody's name, and then, you know, you only meet them 10 times.
Yeah.
And then
But then
it's
you
not-
could name every character on a TV
Well,
show.
sure.
Yeah.
Back to Rob Ford. In 1997, he ran for city council. He did not get elected.
That was one of the wildest family tales I've ever heard, by the way.
It's definitely the craziest one in my family.
Yeah.
Like we primarily just have mental illness where it's just like most people, I don't know about most people, but many people could probably relate to having a relative that crazy.
Mhm.
Like the aunt who Ralphie lived with, she was caught at a supermarket staging a slip and fall.
How do you get caught setting it
The one who
up?
lived upstairs?
Yeah, Ralphie lived
Yeah,
in her
okay.
basement. So she was like practicing her sliding, I guess, in the aisle.
God, dude.
And then she pretended like she got hurt. And then they went to court. They're like, we have you practicing in the aisle.
Dude. Could you imagine that footage being pulled on you?
I
Oh
know
my
they had a
God.
linoleum floor kitchen. Why couldn't you practice at home?
This lady was fucked up.
Sounds like it.
Mental
You know-
illness runs in his family.
It also slides.
Cleanse the palate with some more Rob Ford.
So he ran for city council in 1997. He did not get elected. The next significant event that happens in his life is 1999. He takes a vacation to Miami, Florida with his wife. Gets busted for DUI.
Huh.
How awesome you think a vacation DUI would be?
Was he on a scooter?
No, he was in a car.
A buggy board.
Fucking jet ski going through the canal.
It does feel like you can't get a DUI when you have something other than a car that you're operating, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like you should be safe.
Like when you're in a taxi, you don't put a seatbelt on. Nothing can happen to me.
Right. I'm not driving.
Yeah, it's the same thing if you're like drunk on a fucking ATV.
Yeah, or like an electric bike.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll swerve all across these fucking lanes, but I ain't driving.
Dude, to that point, Rob Ford hated bicycle lanes in cities. And he fought against Toronto having them.
God.
When he did get elected, that was one of the things that really stuck in his craw. He said that if a bicyclist gets hit and killed by a car, they deserve it.
Wow. Like cities are meant to be bike friendly. Like driving a car in a city sucks.
He felt as though they were meant to be car friendly. We're going to get more into that though. Dude, so
I can't wait.
he gets pulled over in Miami and he's hammered and he's been smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as he gets pulled over, he gets out of the car. And as the cop's getting out of his car too, Rob Ford takes his wallet and his money out of his pocket and slams it on the floor and he goes, "Take me to jail."
That rules.
That's
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
The cop's like, how much did you have to drink? He's like, "I don't know, a couple drinks." And the cop said he fucking reeked. He's like, "I think you've had more than a couple drinks." He's like, "All right, I had a couple bottles of wine with my wife."
Nice.
So he gets busted for that. And 2000, he runs again for city council and he gets elected.
He was nobody then.
He was
As
known,
far as Canadian government, he was a city councilman.
Right, yeah.
But like,
he was known around town from his dad and from the dad's company.
and he's got enough money to get out of jail in America.
Oh, no
right?
doubt.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
they kept it under wraps too. There were 3 times where he was arrested before. Well, he didn't get arrested for the crack stuff. So in 1987, he was busted for an assault related to a hockey fight. In 1999, he got busted for the DUI, and then in 2008, he was busted for threatening to kill his wife. So he's really
That's
branching out.
Stinker behavior
Yeah.
right there.
So, dude, he wins in 2000, and from 2000 to 2010, he's a city councilman in Toronto. Dude, there's so much footage of him wilding the fuck out during city council sessions.
Over like bike stuff and all that kind of
Dude,
shit.
anything and everything. So there was like the bike stuff, and like his main platforms were like fighting against wasteful spending, fighting for the average man, more of like a populist stance than anything else. So he would call, like if people call, he would encourage people to call him. Say like, "Look, if your trash isn't getting picked up, fucking call me. If you got a problem with a neighbor, fucking call me." He would follow up on this shit, and word got around. Like he would address this stuff.
Councilman's like Fishtown, the neighborhood would have somebody that represents that for the city, right? That's like what a councilman is.
I think it's broken up into wards. Like
Okay.
you have a certain
Maybe, like,
collection of
multiple
neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And you're in charge of that shit.
Yeah. Like a zip code, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would ruffle feathers because he would branch out into other people's wards, because I think his long game was like,
Okay.
I want to be mayor.
Mm-hmm.
So he was willing to fucking step on other councilmen's toes and say like, "Look, if shit's fucked up in your neighborhood, hit me up. And then I'll bother those guys for you."
Gotcha.
Word got around. And honestly, like, it does seem like he did care about taking care of this shit.
Mhm.
I mean, for all the fucked up shit.
I mean, the fact that he's answering calls, and
Yeah, it says a
getting
lot.
shit done. You know,
Yeah.
you could easily. He's got enough money to not do any of that shit. You know.
No doubt, yeah. He would throw the money in people's faces sometimes. He would never throw it in the public's faces. I read a story about how when he would get hammered and be out with his aides, he would get really mean. That's when he would get mean.
To people he worked with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you try to infringe upon him having a good time.
He'd be like, "Fuck you, I got money."
Yeah, there were guys. I think he directed this at his chief of staff, where he's like, "Man, I feel bad for you guys that don't have a wife or don't have money, man."
That's so funny.
Yeah, and do like really like lame shit like that.
That's such a funny attitude to adopt when you get drunk. Just like, oh man, sucks that you guys aren't me, dude.
But dude, it really seemed like it was mostly when he was super fucked up and you were just trying to stop him from having a good time.
Yeah.
Some of the more memorable arguments during city council, and you can watch a lot of these on YouTube. They're so much fun. And there's so much fun shit that he's doing. Like he went to a city council meeting in Austin, Texas one time, and he took note of them having breaks during their council sessions. And during the breaks, they would have live music. So he's like, "Fuck this. Why don't we do this in Toronto?" So when he came back from his Austin trip, he arranged for like a reggae band to come in, and I don't think people knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
So there's video of this where the reggae band's playing and the reggae guy's singing, and Rob Ford's dancing the whole time, and people are just like,
People are like, we're trying to have a meeting.
yeah, a bicyclist got killed. But dude, one of the things that was especially funny was a 2001 argument over this thing called the Prince Edward Viaduct, which was a series of bridges there. And next to the Golden Gate Bridge, this was the second highest jumping off point for people committing suicide.
Did you guys drive to Toronto? You been to Toronto?
I have not, no.
I think I know the bridge they're talking about. It's fucking scary. It's like long as fuck. Like even scarier, longer than
I would imagine
Golden
it's this one
Gate.
then.
Yeah.
They were talking about putting up a suicide barrier. And Rob Ford did not want to do that because in his mind, that was wasteful spending. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And his argument was, he's like, listen, why aren't we using this money to round up child molesters? Because they're the ones that are causing these people to jump.
That's some
Solid logic.
Yeah, actually, like it's certainly interesting logic. I'm not like against it. There would have to be obviously studies on how many people that committed suicide.
It was a
because of
ton.
Child molestation situation.
Right, yeah. There was nothing to back that up. Dude,
Right.
there's instances where you can watch where one of the main points of contention during this time in city council was many people in city council and citizens in Toronto wanted a light rail system versus what he wanted, which was an expansion of the subway system. And a guy's challenging him in regards to like where the light rail runs through, what intersections are affected, you know, how many people ride it. And Rob Ford has no clue like what's happening, but he fucking digs his heels in, man. And he fucking argues till the guy's like ready to fucking blow a gasket.
Right, and he's just so dumb he doesn't even know what he doesn't know. And
It just seems like in a lot of cases he just likes to argue, and it just gets funnier when he's just like, "Yeah, I'm not fucking budging on this. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm not going to lose this argument."
I do recall there being a light rail system when I was there.
They wanted to expand it.
Okay.
I think a big point of contention for them was traffic, and they wanted to cut down on traffic by increasing the amount of bike lanes, which he was against, and also increasing the light rail system, which he was against as well.
He had big oil in his pocket, I bet.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of big oil, there's an issue with an Italian gentleman in city council coming up here. That's the next.
Dude.
Speaking of big grease ball,
Dude, he had a fight. Now, he got in trouble for a lot of different instances of making racist comments against all kinds of fucking races. But this very funny one in 2002 was a racist comment he made against an Italian councilman in Toronto named Giorgio Mamaliti. He hit him with an Italian slur that I think he made up.
yeah.
But I like it so much that I think it should stick. What do you want to take guesses as to what this Italian slur was?
My God. Dude, I don't. Parmesan man.
Warm.
Parmesan man. Pasta bitch.
Not too far off. He called him Gino boy.
I wouldn't have gotten there.
Well, you had the man and you had the Parmesan. So Gino was Italian, and you were close in the size of the gentleman.
Gino, like Geno, just the
Gino.
Okay. You sure it wasn't Gyno, man?
I don't think so, man.
You sure it wasn't?
It's my least favorite character in the Marvel universe. You know, like when all of the fucking Marvel characters form to defeat Thanos, what if all of a sudden you hear like the fucking Spider-Man noises and the fucking Doctor Strange? What if you just saw Squirt coming out of the sky? It was Gyno Man.
Big stirrups come out of the sky.
Speaking of big stirrups, I bet you didn't know this. My mother gave birth to me doggy style.
Dude, what the
I'm teasing, Jake.
I was like, this makes so much sense.
All right, we're going to stick with the racism a little bit. he got in trouble for another comment he made. He meant it to be complimentary when he was speaking about the Asian community in Toronto.
Okay.
However, it came off very ham-handed when he said, and I quote, "Oriental people work like dogs."
Well, did they get upset about both ends of the sentence?
I would imagine so.
Okay.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't have caught as much guff if he said Oriental people work hard.
Yeah.
But working like dogs seems to have an even worse connotation. What's the issue with Oriental? Is it just that it's a broad generic term for so many different groups of people? Is that why people get mad at it?
I don't know,
It
man.
just means Eastern.
Okay.
Like if somebody called us Occidental, you'd be like, you get mad about that? I don't.
What does that mean?
I'm not. Occidental means Western. It's the opposite.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not trying to bring Oriental back, dude. Though my pup up.
It's my favorite Justin Timberlake song. Yeah. Them other Asians don't know how to act. Yeah. Dude, I worked with a guy who went to Occidental College out in California.
Uh-huh.
And when he told me where he graduated from, I didn't say it, but in my mind I'm like, you're mispronouncing it. Like,
You think we meant to say accidental?
yeah, it's
college?
like, you're right, dude. Are you having a mini stroke right now?
I believe Obama went there as well.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, undergrad perhaps.
Mm.
Elliot, I used to live right next to there.
I didn't know they let foreign citizens in there. I'm teasing.
He was the
you.
first Muslim to attend.
All right, Jake. So the next big hullabaloo that he was involved in 2006, he got into an AIDS argument.
An AIDS argument?
Yep.
As one does.
So city council was trying to allocate $1.5 million towards AIDS prevention because they were seeing a rise predominantly in straight women getting the virus.
Okay.
Rob Ford wasn't having it. He didn't believe it. Again, he interpreted this as being wasteful spending.
Yeah.
He just didn't believe the numbers.
And he just didn't believe that women could get it. He's like, if you're not,
Oh my God, even dumber.
John, he said, if you're not doing needles and you're not gay, you're probably not going to get AIDS. And when another council person pointed out that women are the demographic that are getting it far and away more than anybody else at that specific time, he said, well, they're probably sleeping with bisexual men.
Damn, calling out all the boyfriends.
Yep. Now, this ruffled some feathers. And this was something that...
Imagine giving somebody AIDS and then being more upset that they found out you're bisexual. Like, oh no.
Taking AZT and then just accusing. Okay.
Jake, could you do me a favor? Could you get me a wild cherry Pepsi behind you?
Oh, yes, I can.
Thank you, baby.
Get it. How about the whole case, Mike? Oh, okay.
Wow.
Thank you, my brother. There's plenty for everybody, too. Dude, now to this AIDS point.
That was like a magic. You put it in your crotch and you pulled out a Red Bull.
That's how it's made. You didn't know that?
Yeah, shit.
After he made these AIDS comments, of course, people got fired up about it. And there was a guy from his hometown of Etobicoke, this guy named Dieter Doniet Henderson.
Come on.
Jake. Dieter was fucking fired up. Dieter was a gentleman with AIDS who was a supporter of Rob Ford until the comments, which he became very upset about. He and his gentleman friend both had AIDS.
What the fuck? I didn't say anything.
Jake, stop.
It was just a sad face I was making.
All right. So Dieter's fired up about the AIDS stuff. And so much so that he complains to city council. And he's like, look, that was fucked up what you said. And I would like an apology. So Rob Ford's like, all right, dude, I'm going to come to your house. We're going to talk this out. Comes to his house, and there's a nice picture of them sitting together and discussing the comments. And Dieter's giving him some actual information in regards to how you can get AIDS. And during the time that they're there, Rob's brother Doug accompanies him. Doug's like his right-hand man. And when Dieter insinuates that they're homophobic, Doug's like, that's not true. He's like, when I'm in Chicago, I have gay dudes over my house all the time. They even stay in my bed. And Dieter goes with you in it.
What did he mean by that?
Meaning that he was just
He
trying to
sleeps on the
prove.
couch, but he's a gay guy sleeping in his bed.
Yes, dude. But meaning to
I've
it.
used the same bathroom as a gay man.
So eventually, like, that kind of stuff is what would typically get him out of hot water.
Yeah.
Because when he would, and even people that like he would go on to say and do fucked up shit to. When he would become aware of the kind of damage that was done, he was a politician, but also I think in a lot of cases he was just like, all right, that might be too fucked up. I might have gone too far.
Yeah. People could get him to see things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wasn't that stubborn and bullheaded.
In some cases, no. In April of 2006, he's a party animal, dude. He's at a Toronto Maple Leafs game, and he's sitting near these two people named Dan and Rebecca Hope. The Leafs are losing. If they win this game, they're in the playoffs. If not, they're out. He's a diehard Leafs fan. The Leafs do not win this game. All right. So he starts fucking wilding out. Somebody starts talking shit on his politics to him, and he's screaming, standing up out of his seat and screaming while the game's still going on.
Wow.
And this guy, Dan Hope, he talks about like how he's thinking about like maybe addressing the situation as it's going on. He ends up writing a letter to the city council. The letter's very funny too. You can find it online.
What, the guy that he was yelling at?
Dude, this was just a guy in his section.
Yeah.
So Rob Ford's standing up, and in the letter that this guy Dan Hope sends to city council detailing,
Yelling, I hope you get hit by a car on a bicycle, you piece of shit.
dude, it was he's arguing about politics to somebody else in the section, and he's yelling, my sister was a heroin addict that was shot in his head. You're a right-wing communist bastard. And then he also yelled, Green Party fucking rules. At a hockey game.
I wouldn't write a letter about that.
Yeah. The guy said like he eventually decided to say something to him and then also write the letter because he noticed there was a kid in the section.
Okay. It's unbecoming behavior for a politician, sure, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it seems like he's done a lot worse.
But dude, when this dude confronted him at the game and said like maybe you should tone it down, like Rob Ford like turned his ire to him.
Yeah.
And he started fucking losing it. Like just saying the most insane shit. He was like
Making fun of his haircut and shit.
dude, he's like continuing with the insane politics talk. He's like, if your wife got sent to Iran and raped and shot, would you care then? And he's like, oh, let me guess, are you a fucking teacher?
And then the wave comes around.
Dude, the best part of all of this, and he does this again. So I wonder if I wonder why he fucking does this, but I love that he does this.
Yeah.
As he's being escorted out by security, he throws his business card at somebody. Now, most people
What a
probably
move.
know it's him, but not
Right.
everybody does because he's a city councilman. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying?
he's
He's
still
not mayor
just a
yet.
city
He
councilman,
doesn't become
yeah.
mayor until 2010. This is
Wow.
2006. He throws his card to somebody, and after he gets escorted out of the fucking stadium, this guy, fucking Dan Hope, is talking to people in the section, and one of the people he talks to is the guy that got his business card. He's like, "Yeah, he gave me his fucking business card, and here, this is it." So he got it, and that's why the guy contacted city council.
Oh, so he could have just been any random crazy person. And
Yeah,
somehow
yeah.
Found out he was a city
Right.
councilman. He was like, time to break out the typewriter.
So they wrote that. They wrote into city council, and I don't know, nothing really happens.
Yeah, clearly he got elected mayor later.
Dude, and the best part about it is like he lies like whenever he gets in trouble, his thing is to like lie about it first, and then eventually he's like, "Yeah, I did it." Dude, at first, people are questioning him. They're like, "Yeah, we've heard numerous reports that you were fighting with people at the fucking Leafs game the other night." He's like, "I wasn't there. Somebody's trying to do a real hatchet job on me."
Man.
And then a couple weeks later, he's like, "All right, it was me."
Dude, that's
You were
awesome.
on the Jumbotron throwing your
Yeah.
business card as you spit in a child's face.
You were on the kiss cam trying to molest the woman in the row before you.
You stole a puck from a 20-year-old girl.
He eventually admits to it. And when you hear people talk about him now, it's mostly they're speaking about him fondly. And I think that kind of stuff is what wins them over, is because he'll do the shit and then he'll just be like, "I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that."
Has he passed on to the next world?
He has.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
has?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Sorry.
Does it have to do with crack?
No.
Oh, wow.
And are you saying they talk about him posthumously with fondness?
Dude, almost like right after his death. Like I was watching this one interview I watched today with a lady who he said some pretty unsavory shit about. She's like, look, he said some misogynistic stuff about this woman. She's like, his people contacted me. They're like, he's going to apologize publicly. He knows he shouldn't have said that. She's like, I don't want a public apology. I do want to sit down with him, and I just want to say, like, look, that was fucked up. He shouldn't have said that. She said he did say that, and she said she felt as though it was heartfelt, and she told him, like, look, it's over with. Not the end of the fucking world. However, he would continue this behavior, and oftentimes it was because it was exacerbated from him being so fucking hammered.
Yeah.
So he continues to go out and partying, and in 2010, he decides to run for mayor. What do you think his campaign slogan was?
If you can't beat them, smoke them.
Parmesan man.
Okay, now
Yeah.
you make one up, even though you know the real one.
Gino Boy sucks. His campaign slogan was "Stop the gravy train."
And that just means what? Like,
Too much wasteful spending.
You can't
wasteful
be
spending.
a big guy and have your slogan
Yeah.
stop
Be gravy
the gravy.
related.
Yeah. Like that's just,
Increase the speed of the gravy train.
yeah. That'd be like me writing an autobiography, be like running down a dream. It's like, well,
Put a quiet car on the gravy train.
And he won his first try, right?
He did. He won 47% of the vote. So
Is there pretty much a two-party thing up there? Or is...
well, no, dude. When you run, that's a great question because when you run for mayor, you have to run as nonpartisan.
oh wow. It's like a gender reveal, but for their politics after they get elected.
When he was in city council, so when he ran for mayor, he was described himself as an independent. But when he was in city council, I think he described himself as a progressive conservative.
Okay.
Okay. Seems kind of oxymoronic, but he seems to have a lot of liberal ideologies, progressive ideologies, but
Yeah, and you know what? I mean,
Yeah, very occidental.
Jake, don't let him get a soda over there.
I need a soda. I need something. I should eat the crack. That's what I should do.
So once he gets elected into office, his big things are freezing taxes. Jake. Danny, can you reach behind that printer and get my gun?
not again. What does that mean? Freezing taxes, like making sure they don't.
There's
go
no
up?
tax increases for normal people.
Right.
Okay.
He wants to privatize garbage collection and cut city hall expenses.
Privatized garbage collection. So would that mean like you would individually pay for garbage pickup? Because I feel like that would be a crapshoot.
I feel like it's a big thing about living in a city. It's like that's just taken care of if you're in the city limits.
Yeah.
But I suppose he thinks that's wasteful spending.
Yeah, and I think his whole objective was cutting city spending. To be able to look at that and point and say, like, see, I did cut city spending.
Yeah.
But then what's he doing with all that extra money then? Like that he's not allocating to that.
Crack. Turns out.
There's a crack fountain.
Now, ironically, spending rose like from 2011 to 2013. City spending did rise, so he wasn't successful in all this stuff.
Did the trash thing end up being privatized, or was
It did. That ended up being privatized, and as far as like the bike lane thing that I brought up earlier,
Yeah.
there was eventually a areas designated for like separate bike lanes. You know how like if you're driving through Philly, it's like you're side by side with a fucking bike.
Yeah.
Whereas
They would have their own street essentially.
yeah, it's like they have those like plastic dividers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like every
Yep.
few feet, there's a plastic divider. And then on some cases, there would be like curbs separating the bike lane from the traffic. So,
I think Broad Street or Market Street has a section like that now.
Okay.
In Philly,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they're trying to do it here.
So eventually, like he did compromise and was willing to help put that in action. What's
Did
up,
he
Jake?
ever take a photo on a bike for like a? I know he was against it, but like you know,
Like get caught on a bike.
Yeah, like, you know how you have to like cut the ribbon at places, like so he's just like he has to pose with a helmet and just like on the bike cutting a ribbon.
That's a great point to bring up right now because like he did do a lot of funny photo ops.
Dude, I bet he did.
Dude, he was a big I mentioned he was a big football guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what this was promoting, but it may have been when he was raising money for a school that he helped coach. I think it was like St. John Bosco. But you see this video of him like pretending like he's taking a snap under center. Nobody's around him. He takes the hand. He takes the pretend snap, and by his second step, he trips over himself.
Dude, I never related harder to someone.
And dude, he's probably close to 400 pounds.
Yeah, he's my brother in blubber right there. Rob Ford.
I picture Chris Farley playing him.
Yeah,
He's very Farley, yes, dude.
Shit. Yeah,
brother.
Yeah.
When you see him dance, you'll think of Chris Farley.
Yeah.
In 2012, related to him being a lot, Jake.
Just seeing if John
One.
wanted it.
One.
John, do you want one?
No.
Okay.
Drink it.
All right.
Put a little crack in there. See what it does to you.
Wait, isn't that a thing? Putting rock
Pop
candy
rocks.
in soda?
Jake, give it a shot.
Oh man, now we gotta try it.
No, you want to fucking show your ass and drink soda on this show. You got to put some crack in it.
All right, let's do it.
You know that's pop rocks.
I know, but aren't they essentially the same
Can I take some
idea?
We're about to find out.
That's my crack, you piece of shit. Hey, mister, that's my crack.
Drink, dickhead. Yeah, all over the table.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's like putting a Mentos in a Diet Coke. My bad.
Yeah, we just put Mentos in a diet retard. Dude, as soon as he drops them in, he sees it starts fizzing and he's fucking flabbergasted that it starts fizzing.
Do you have a couple books I can put this on? Don't use your fucking sweatshirt to mop it up, dude. We'll get some paper towels.
Yeah, use my social security card, dickhead.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Don't worry about it, Furman. Don't sweat it. We'll get it afterward. Oh, I got a cleaning lady coming now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll just let it sit there for a couple days till she gets here.
She's going to be here Thursday. Should be good for a week. But dude, related to something you were saying about the theatrics and the photo ops. In March of 2012, at this time, they're taking part. He's the lead guy in this, but a number of people in city council and city hall are taking part in this thing called Cut the Waste, WAIST.
Some gastric bypass.
Sponsored by Lap Band.
Yeah.
I can't let this.
Yeah, I got.
All right,
You people are pissed on watching this. Just
Here we go.
soda go everywhere.
Jake, why didn't you just put that up to your mouth as soon as it started fizzing?
Listen. My first reaction when I see something exploding is not let me put my mouth on it. Okay, I'm sorry.
You'd be a terrible homosexual. I'm telling you that right now.
You heard it here first, everyone.
Terrible what?
Homosexual.
Homosexual. Thank you,
John, you'd be a great one, man.
I almost sucked his dick as soon as the thing happened. Jake, your soda's overflowing. Let me suck your dick.
All right, thanks, Furman.
Not today. I got a stinky doggy.
Oh man,
Dude, so the Cut the Waste event's going on, and he's got...
I can't believe this just happened. I sabotaged the fucking shit out of him on that one.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool.
You don't mind if I wear my alma mater shirt while we do this to you?
So, March of 2012, the Cut the Waste thing's going on in Toronto City Hall, where people are competing to lose as much weight as they possibly can. And outside of Rob Ford's office is a scale. So, so people get weighed publicly. Like he was weighed, like I believe the weight that I saw him get weighed in at was borderline 400 pounds. It might have been like 386 or something like that.
Okay.
So he's a big boy.
Fatso.
Sorry.
So mean, buddy. But brother, on fucking St. Patty's Day 2012, he has one of his low points as mayor. He's partying all day.
All day.
Oh,
On the
day.
job. Yeah. It starts off,
Well, it was Thursday.
dude. It starts off with he and his staff partying in his office. They said they had beers, they had vodka, they had wine, and then by like midday, he's fucking hammered.
What were they celebrating? A biker get killed?
Dude, they're partying so much that at a certain point, he goes out into the hallway where the scale is, and he starts ripping his clothes off to weigh himself without any clothes on.
Like wrestlers do.
Yeah.
Oh boy, wrestlers are going to figure in at some point.
Dude, I bet you he was like, he's the type who would weigh himself. Like, hold on. I get, and then start pissing to see if it makes a difference.
All right, so he's taking his clothes off to weigh himself. He's hammered. He's like, fuck it, we're going out to a club. He has his aides take him out to a club. He's tearing it up on the dance floor. Then eventually one of them's like, dude, you cannot be out in public right now.
Yeah.
You have to go home. He's like, I'm not going home. I'll go back to the office. They put him in a cab. The cabbie is, I believe, a Middle Eastern gentleman. He starts hitting him with some slurs.
Oh, no.
What do you think he does as he's exiting the cab?
Puke?
Throws a stack of business cards at him.
Oh my
Dude.
God. Why does he need more than one?
What a call. Maybe he had a free lunch bowl in there. He just...
Dude, so he goes
Jesus
back.
Christ.
He goes back.
And just in case you're wondering, I'm the mayor. You fucking dickhead.
He goes back in the city hall. He's still hammered. He goes to security desk. He's like, they stole my car. They're like, you get driven here. Your car's at home. And eventually they convince him that he did not drive his car to City Hall and that he was driven there and that they can arrange for him to go home.
Was he just drunk or was he all cracked out?
I don't know, Jake.
Yeah.
So he's drunk. He's crying, too. He ends up crying at one point.
Does he recall any of this? Is this anything from his
He does.
perspective?
He refers to it as drunken stupors.
So he's not even necessarily blacked out, but he is on the border.
When it comes to the crack,
Yeah.
that seems to be one of the things he doesn't remember. That he says he doesn't remember.
he was getting so drunk that
That he ended up
like,
smoking crack.
His blackout comes out and he's like, I'll do crack. I'll
Yeah.
do anything.
Mm-hmm. So, dude, this night in City Hall, the St. Patty's Day 2012, after the crying, he's roaming the halls of City Hall, screaming and cursing and drinking a bottle of brandy. Then eventually they're able to convince him to get in the car and go the fuck home.
He sounds like a cool boss.
I know.
Yeah. Like you show up late, he doesn't care. Like, yeah.
Dress down Mondays.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just pissing his pants. Hump day, baby.
What's the coolest boss you guys ever had?
I have to say, at a golf course in high school, it was just like no rules.
Yeah.
We were like parking the carts and washing them and shit, and we just did whatever we wanted all day. I had like friends that didn't even work there come and sit in the picker with me as we picked the driving range, just smoking blunts.
Oh, that sounds wild.
Yeah,
That
it was
sounds
fun.
fun. Yeah. I don't think I've had a cool boss, and it's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think some of them started off as cool, and then I ruined it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You got a cool one?
The kindest one that I had, and she was very cool too. When I didn't have a car and it just felt like I could never save enough money to buy a car. When she bought a new car, she gave me her old one, and she's like, "Just pay me whenever."
That's why,
Dude, it changed my life.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, she was the nicest boss. Another boss that I really enjoyed working for ended up being a horrible person outside of work.
But treated you nicely at the job.
Yeah, it was my old boss at Papa John's, this guy Joe. Ended up being a diddler. However, when I interviewed for the job, I told him I did not want to interact with customers. I just wanted to make pizza, and I did not want to work the register. He's like, fine. All I did at Papa John's was make pizza. It
Dude.
was the fucking best.
You're like a pizza artist.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah.
Do most people have to do double duty there? I figure it's small enough of a crew usually where it's like
Yeah, everybody
you
else
the
had to do
register
everything.
now. Yeah.
But, he stuck to it.
Were you his demographic at Papa John's?
No, I was... this was 1997, so I was 19.
Oh, your milk had spoiled.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm almond milk, baby. I never go bad. Dude, I did get tricked into going on a very long trip with a delivery man who probably invited me on this very long trip because he expected sex. I thought he was just being kind. So this delivery guy, Chuck, he's like, I'm going to the Belmont Stakes tomorrow. Would you like to come with me? Which the Belmont Stakes is the horse race, the third leg of the Triple Crown, Long Island.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, man, I got to work tomorrow. He's like, if I can okay it with Joe, do you want to go? If he'll give you off. I was like, yeah, that'll be fun.
Was he also under the Papa John's umbrella? He was just delivering Papa John's ingredients, right?
No, he was delivering pizzas.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Retard.
The Papa John's umbrella, dude. What the fuck?
You know, when they throw the dough up and everyone stands underneath.
I think I might have had a little too much Pedialyte before this. All right, so that's a full day going back and forth to there.
Brother, yeah. I kind of wanted to go because I had never been to a horse race, and I think that day a horse had a shot at winning the Triple Crown. I got to double check. It was 1997. I think that wasn't Smarty Jones.
No,
but,
Seabiscuit.
2000.
was it?
No, that was the 70s, right? 60s?
It was I think it was a one-word name.
No, I think Seabiscuit was like from the 20s, and they just made it a movie.
Okay.
Secretariat? No, that was also...
Jake, this is behind a paywall. You can call her Cunt Biscuit.
He's fooling you. He's gonna make this public eventually.
No, they're going to turn me into glue if I say that.
Elmer ass over here.
But I went to fucking the Belmont Stakes with him, and we're hanging out. He didn't drink. I wasn't old enough to drink yet.
I'm trying to get you drunk though.
No,
Was he like, I'll get you one.
No, I mean he was very nice on the way up, but then we went to the horse race. The horse race finished, and then the mood turned on the way back.
You think he lost money?
No, I didn't see him gamble at all. I just think that he thought that I was going to put out. Because I later learned that he was into dudes.
Yeah.
Like, what? How do you get that to happen? Like,
Yeah, I feel like he wasn't putting
a
out the
horse
feelers
race.
right.
Like, yeah, like, was he like, hey, it's a long drive back. You want to get a motel? Like, did he say
I don't
that?
remember any of
Or,
that,
like,
dude.
Mike had his motherfucking blinders on that day.
Who's like, who's watching horses and be like, you know what? I'm horny right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at those dicks.
Yeah.
You want to pull over and suck my dick? Nay.
You trying to win place or show me that micro penis?
Show.
Put a little wreath around my dick if I.
Just falls off immediately. You have to keep picking it up and trying to put it back
I
on.
knew he shouldn't have had soda, John.
Oh,
I told
man.
you. I told you not to let him get that.
sorry.
His first sip, he spilled it everywhere.
I know. God.
All right. So getting back to fucking Rob Ford. He's showing his ass again in February of 2013. At this point, he's probably already well into crack.
Dude, he was like a celebrity by this point.
Oh, people were nuts over him.
Yeah, like
I've heard a lot of comparisons of people saying that he's the Canadian Trump. Like people seem to have like that kind of emotion behind him. It's either you loved him or you fucking hated him.
yeah.
Which it seems like a hard one to love. But I guess some people related to his policies and could forgive the crack smoking.
How
Business card
bad
throwing.
really is crack though?
I don't know. I was hoping I was finding out tonight. It's fucking candy, you piece of shit.
I can use some real crack, man. Is there ever a scenario where either of you could foresee yourselves smoking
Yes.
a little cracky?
I've always wanted to try crack.
I would sell everything in my house. And I mean, from this week to next, I'd be 60 pounds lighter. I'd have Del Calo eyes. Not as beautiful, lifeless, but but still.
All right, so in February 2013, he's fucking hammered. And this story was told by his chief of staff, this guy, Mark Toohey, who ended up writing a book about him. And he's supposed to appear at this thing called the Garrison Ball, which was just for wounded veterans. He's late. He's not showing up. People are already eating dinner. He's calling Rob Ford. He's not answering. Finally, he does answer. Actually, his driver answers. This guy named Sandro Lisi, who's like kind of a shady character, who ends up getting mixed in with the fucking crack tape later on.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, he's on his way. And then he puts him on the phone with Rob Ford. Rob's like, yeah, we're close. And like, he can tell that he's like super fucked up. His words aren't making sense. He said, it doesn't sound like alcohol. So he insinuates that it is cracky. Fucked up thing is he's got his kids with him. So they're on their way to this fucking military event. And he's like, dude, don't come. He's like, I already told him your plane was late landing. I could just tell him you still haven't landed. It's not a big deal. He's like, no, I'm coming. Finally, he can't shut it down.
No,
he's
I'm
like,
coming and I'm bringing my kids.
So he's like, I'm going to fucking come. He shows up. They get in the door. Eventually, like, he's able to tell him to send the kids off with one of the aides to go to McDonald's to get something to eat, because this guy, Mark II, he's like, at the very least, I just want to get the kids away from this fucking guy. He did that. Rob Ford, he said he sweat through his fucking dress shirt.
Yeah.
Hanging out of his pants. Fucking, he's like, he's insisting upon going out and meeting with all these veterans. So he goes out there just sweating his fucking balls up, probably cracked out, and just fucking wheeling and dealing with these people. Makes it through the fucking ball, but people take note that, like, all right, he's pretty fucked up here. And it's becoming a running theme here. In a few months later, in May of 2013, fucking Gawker and the Toronto Star, they both run stories saying, hey, we've been contacted by someone saying they have a tape of Rob Ford smoking crack. They haven't gotten access to the tape yet. They're just like, all right, we're receiving offers to view it. At this time, the offer is $200,000 to be able to see the video. Toronto Star, they don't have that kind of money. However, Gawker runs something called a crack starter, where they have, it's a Kickstarter that they're trying to get people to contribute $200,000 so that they can get this video, and they want to put it on their website.
Let me guess. They got a shirt, their name on a chair.
You're not far off, Jake.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit they were offering if you contributed to this. I believe they got as close as $160,000, but they never got to $200,000. At this time, more and more rumors were starting to circulate that, you know, he was fucking rubbing elbows with gang members. And there was a house at this address called 15 Windsor Road that he was seen at frequently, which was a crack house. And you could see it, like, one of the most popular pictures is of him outside of this Windsor Road house with 3 gang members. And after the picture was released, one of the guys had already been killed.
Whoa.
So people were just like, all right, who are these fucking guys and why is this one guy dead? I don't think it was related to anything that had to do with him. I just think he was into gang shit.
That's
yeah.
nuts.
More and more rumors start to circulate now. And he's starting to issue denials. He's like, I do not smoke crack cocaine, nor am I an addict of crack cocaine. And he's just constantly like, he's always like wording his answers very strangely. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, no, I don't smoke crack.
Everything's a triple negative. Like, am I telling the truth?
And at this time, the Toronto police, they start this operation called Project Traveler, where they're like, all right, so we're just going to start rounding up the gang members in this area. The gang that they were targeting was called the Dixon City Bloods. Because rumors were that they were the people behind the tape, and they just wanted to find out, you know, is this real? And, you know, is it really him on the fucking tape?
Did you say the Dixon City Bloods or the Dix and City Bloods?
Dixon.
Okay.
Clear enough for you, Jake?
I just wanted to make sure, Mike.
All right, buddy.
They just started going nuts.
So one of the guys that's shopping this video is this guy named Muhammad Syad. And he eventually contacts local reporters. So like, look, I'll show you this thing. I won't let you have it. You got to pay for it. But I just want to show it to you to prove that it exists. So reporters start coming out. And they see that this video is clearly fucking Rob Ford. And he's smoking crack on camera. So word begins to intensify that, okay, the fucking mayor's smoking crack.
Yeah.
This is fucked up.
The video exists.
Right, yeah.
The public hasn't seen it yet.
So the guy that was his driver, this guy, Sandro Lisi, starts shaking down people. And he's like, look, no, there's going to be fucking hell to pay unless, like, you give up this video and anything that it's stored on. Eventually, Sandro Lisi gets arrested for extortion. And during the roundup of all the Dixon City Bloods, they get that guy, Muhammad Siad, who ends up getting stabbed in jail by other gang members for bringing all this heat on them, too.
Wow.
While he's there, I want to add this, too. Rob and Doug Ford, they both have a weekly radio show that they do together.
What?
Yeah.
This entire time?
It was maybe like a year long, I believe, that they did it.
So
it was like 2013 to 14, I think it was.
Satellite, or not satellite radio. It was like what's it called? Whatever radio, regular radio. Terrestrial, yes. Okay.
Yep.
Toronto only, local.
Yeah. An AM radio station.
That's awesome.
As he's mayor. Well, during his
As he's mayor,
duration,
yeah. And like people call in to either fucking suck his dick or to tell him how awful they think he is.
Yeah.
And he just
And
fucking takes it. He'll listen, yeah. Like that is very cool about him. I mean, aside from threatening to kill his wife and threatening to silence fucking reporters.
Sure, that guy's got some flaws, but
Yeah. That's like when you hear like an eagle, like a Philly Eagle has like a radio show, like, and they talk about the game afterwards. And
Yeah.
it's just like that's always kind of cool. You feel like you know.
I know I never heard of that for a mayor.
Yeah.
Like a politician to have a weekly local.
Yeah, first time, long time.
Dude, one funny thing that I found that really cracked me up. Now, during this time, like the video hasn't surfaced. People have seen it, but nobody has a copy of it. Gang members in this area, they're just like, fuck it. Like everybody knows it exists.
Yeah.
Why don't we see if we can recreate it? A grainy video with a local guy who looks like Rob Ford.
Okay.
There is a local guy who looks like Rob Ford. What do you think his name is?
Bob Tord.
Slurpee.
His name was Slurpee.
His name's Slurpee.
Slurpee lives on the streets, don't he?
Probably,
Dude,
man.
Slurpee sounds like Rob Ford. It's Furman. That's what that sounds like.
Rob Slurpee Ford.
So word starts to intensify that the gang's going to have Slurpee pretend to be Rob Ford. So I think the police start putting the fucking heat on this guy, Muhammad Siad, who has the video, even though he's locked up. And he got stabbed when he first got to jail, and he's still getting his ass beat. So he's got all the incentive in the world to just give them what they fucking want and then just try to move on with his life.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the video up his ass. Like, where is the actual?
But he can tell them where the phone is that has it.
Yeah.
At this time, too, Rob Ford feels as though he's being unfairly targeted by the Toronto police chief, this guy, Bill Blair. There's a very funny video, too, of Rob Ford hammered in this Jamaican restaurant called Steak Queen. And somebody's filming it. He doesn't know he's being filmed. And he's fired up. He's ranting against the Toronto police chief. But not only is he ranting, but he's ranting in Jamaican Patois.
What does that mean? Is that
It's
the
like
voice?
how Chet Hanks talks. Or Chet
Yeah.
Hanks. Chet Hayes.
I don't know how he talks. Is that like yeah man?
Like
that?
Boyakasha.
Oh shit, like that?
Yeah.
Wagwan man.
Whoa, John. I know you had that in you.
You know Wagwan man?
No. I did not know you had Wagwan.
I think Wagwan has man implied in there. Like, what going on?
See,
man?
I'm glad you bring that up because when I was looking up some of the words he was using, it seems like, they're very vague. Like there's different interpretations of each word.
Like he was making up his own shit?
No, like they are actual words, but people's interpretations are different.
Oh, yeah. There'll be like a couple different Urban Dictionary definitions.
Like one thing that he had used a couple times was bumbleclot and rostclot. Now, if I've heard both terms used to describe a tampon and also bumbleclot used as just, like a motherfucker or this fucking guy. Or just like if you stub your toe, you'll say bumbleclot.
Is Batty Boy got the
He's doing
bumbleclot
full
Wagwan?
Jamaican? That's incredible.
He is. He's going full
I
Jamaican.
do
buddy.
believe I've seen this video of this. I remember hearing about this. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just standing at the counter while he's waiting for his food to be prepared.
It's like Farley in Black Sheep, right? Isn't there a video of him fucking like toking around with a bunch of people?
Dog, everything he does reminds me of Chris Farley.
I'm thinking he was inspired big time by him.
Dad-owned business.
Yeah. A little bit of everything, dude. Little Tommy Boy, little Black Sheep.
Oh, I forgot to add this
living
too.
in a van down by the river.
Was he
You
ever a
ain't
ninja?
It was not, John. I believe this was in 2012, but there was like a Comic-Con kind of event going on in Toronto. And at this event, Rob Ford arm wrestled Hulk Hogan.
Dude.
He beat him.
I bet he did, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And all the little dying kids in the hospital beat John Cena too.
You know what the saddest part of all that is? We can't see those kids anymore either. Are you happy, Jake? You had to drink that fucking soda, dude. You motherfucker. You think that's how, like, dude, if I was a doctor, that's how I would break the news. Be like, I'm sorry to tell you this about your husband, but
I don't understand the reference, but I do enjoy it.
me too.
Doctor, how did the surgery go? Cena would always say, "You can't see me." That was his. So that's,
In the ring.
yeah, like whenever he was talking with a camera pointed on him,
Yeah.
he would say, "You can't see me," and that's yeah.
That one.
He pointed it out.
I take
missed
on
that.
I take on that persona when I'm jacking off in the car.
School bus next to you.
Just-
How's he steering?
All right, everything finally comes crashing down. It's the police have the video. They haven't released it yet, but they're like, we can confirm that there is a video of Toronto Mayor Rob Ford smoking crack.
But the headline was Toronto Mayor does Jamaican accent. That's crazy, dude.
And November 5th, 2013,
Yeah.
he stops and he talks to reporters, and then he's like, all right, this is it. I'm going to tell him. He's like, ask me that question again. And the guy's like, did you or have you ever smoked crack? And he says, exactly.
Dude.
Still not a yes or no.
But during the course of him standing there speaking to reporters, he's like, all right, once, probably in one of my drunken stupors, I've smoked crack.
And that's what he stayed with.
Yeah.
So he's.
Once a night, when I got in my drunken stupor, I would smoke crack.
Does he look like he's blacked out in a drunken stupor in the video?
In the crack smoking video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
fucked up.
fucked up.
Yeah, he looks like Slurpee.
Yeah, he's just talking a million miles a minute, not making any sense. There's like other crackheads saying shit off camera. And at the end of the video, he notices the camera. He's like, that thing better not be on. And then the video cuts out.
Damn. He could have squashed it right then.
It's fucked up too, because as he's smoking crack, you see like sunlight hitting his face.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than smoking crack in the daytime.
Well, you know.
You think losing a spouse is bad? You've never smoked crack in the daytime, baby.
I think that little pre-dawn light, that golden hour, that minute, if you're taking your last hit of the night, it can be a beautiful experience.
No, baby.
I could see doing crack in the daytime if you try to follow like one of those like successful people morning routines.
Like microdosing.
You wake up at 4.
crack.
Yeah, you wake up at 4 a.m. You do your workout.
Play 3 rounds of or 3 holes of golf.
Just sitting in sensory deprivation tank for an hour. Go do work for 25 minutes, then do crack, and then the rest of your day happens.
Dude, the day after he admits to smoking crack, City Hall is just mobbed with even more reporters. Who else do you think shows up at City Hall to confront Rob Ford?
Slurpee.
Nope.
No.
In a wheelchair.
That threw me through a loop.
What, the
A
wheelchair?
wheelchair.
I know. Did we forget something? Somebody. Oh, it was old McDonald who got his legs cut off by the train earlier.
Nope.
That was the last one.
That was 2 episodes ago. I know it's been a long night, but
It was earlier.
a lot of soda spilled.
Yes, the soda has been spilled.
You want to know who showed up in a wheelchair to City Hall?
Hulk Hogan.
Is it a Canadian celebrity?
The Iron Sheik.
Shut up.
Fuck up, dude.
Dude, the Iron Sheik, dude, he's posting videos as he's on his way to Toronto talking about how he's going to kill Rob Ford.
What?
Why
Yep.
was he so mad at Rob Ford?
He's like, what kind of mayor smokes crack and eats cheeseburgers?
And for that, he was going to kill him.
Dude,
Why was he in a wheelchair?
I don't know. I think he's
Iron
just
Sheik.
I think he's just a 40-year-old wrestler.
Yeah.
Damn,
But
dude.
he
I don't
40-year-old
think he's 40.
well, wrestler years are like dog years. So,
Yeah.
but dude, he makes it in the City Hall, and then everybody's just like, all right, I guess the Iron Sheik's here now. He's demanding to be brought up to Rob Ford's office to arm wrestle him.
Jesus Christ.
Has someone follow
Why
him with
are
a
all
boombox?
these wrestlers arm wrestling the mayor of Toronto?
Well, he's in town for a roast. So
The Sheik is.
the Sheik is
Okay.
pretty sick fucking promotional move to let people know he's in town and roasting somebody. They won't let him up to roast fucking Rob Ford. Then he threatens to camel clutch him. Says he's going to break his fucking back and kill him
From the wheelchair?
from the wheelchair.
God, what can't the Iron Sheik do?
All right, after this was like maybe this might have been this was the same month. This was a couple days later. There was a woman who was an administrative assistant for Rob Ford named Olivia Gondek, who said that he was sexually inappropriate with her and that he had told her that he was going to eat her pussy.
That's a threat, pal.
Did he say it in a Jamaican accent?
Walk around with that pussy. Ain't no batty boy.
But dude, one of the that day when he's leaving City Hall, he's like, "Oh yeah, one more thing." He's like, in regards to Olivia Gondek's accusations that I wanted to eat her pussy. He says these exact words,
Dude.
that I told her that I was going to eat her pussy. I did not say that. I deny that. I'm a happily married man. I have plenty to eat at home.
Oh my God.
I remember this. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
King.
Yeah.
All hail King Ford. God damn.
Now, at this point, like some other allegations start to come out. A woman who had also ran for mayor, this woman, Sarah Thompson, claimed that when she posed for a picture with him, it's a classic picture too, dude. He's got the classic wet spot right here, and just eyes closed in the picture. She said that while they posed for that picture, he grabbed her butt.
Dude.
So, in addition to all the crack stuff, he's got all this lady stuff.
He
coming
loves
down
his
on him,
crack.
too. He does. Top it off.
Wait, was he removed from office over this?
No,
He finished
Not
his
yet.
term.
Re-elected after this.
dude. In March of 2014, he goes on Jimmy Kimmel.
Nice,
It's a
dude.
very funny appearance, dude. He's throwing T-shirts out into the fucking
Oh
crowd.
my God,
Dude.
dude. They
Yeah.
gave him a hot dog gun. How
Yep.
the fuck did he get that in there?
Did he read mean tweets about himself on
He
the-
did not, no. It was a long ass fucking interview too, and like he's sweating his balls off. I don't think it's crack. I just think he's very nervous.
Matt Damon really got bumped that night.
And Jimmy Kimmel's just being a fucking dork with him, like he usually is. And it's like the guy's gracious enough to come on, but he's, of course, laying into him the whole fucking time. It's not really like much of a give and take. But Rob Ford's being a very good sport about the whole thing. And then in 2 months later, in May of 2014, there's a newspaper called the Globe and Mail. They obtained screenshots, which are screen grabs actually, of the actual video. So you now
Video is still not public.
it's not public.
Damn.
Dude, the video doesn't get made public until 2016 after he died.
serious?
Yep.
Wow.
The police had it, but they never released it.
It's like Avatar 2. Coming to theaters soon, I think.
For the past 10 years.
Yeah.
So the
My
screen-
timeline is so warped now. I feel like I remember, I guess it was just the allegations I remember from 2012. But I feel like I thought the video was within a year of the allegations.
it was 2016.
Huh.
And then the screen grabs that get released, they're showing him smoking crack in his sister's basement.
Damn, sister was a down ass bitch.
Yeah, she was, man. At this point, he goes right in the rehab, and he's running for re-election. However, he has his brother run his campaign.
Like
Doug.
events
It's like
and
Doug's
everything?
like Doug's like the man running for mayor now.
Right. But he's just a mouthpiece for Rob Ford's campaign.
No, dude, I think
He was going to pass it on to his brothers.
yeah, I think the brother is now the candidate.
Okay.
You know, for the people that they represent now.
Like a relay race.
Yeah.
Then in September of 2014, he's diagnosed with liposarcoma, and he has a tumor that has to be removed. He's got cancer.
What's so it's cancer, but liposarcoma? You
Jake, do I look like a fucking doctor, dickhead? Jake, do you think, as somebody who spills soda on rugs, do you think you'd understand if I could give you an answer in regards to what liposarcoma
No.
You saw him vaguely point to the side of his body. It means it's in here
Lipo.
somewhere.
Yeah. Liposarcoma.
is? Coco's sick, Jake. Don't tease him, buddy. He gets that tumor removed. Unfortunately, a few months later, there's a new growth.
Damn.
And unfortunately, March 22nd, 2016, he passes away at the age of 46.
Jesus, man, he was young. He
Yeah.
had a lot happening.
46.
He lived, baby.
So he was mayor when he was 40.
Was it the cancer that did it, or was it the Iron Sheik throwing him down a set of stairs? I'm sorry.
You're too much for him, man.
Listen,
But dude, after he died is when the fucking video came out.
they played it at his funeral.
Yeah, you know how there's pictures set up that show like videos of like all your
Yeah.
top moments.
And now we're gonna play the will reading. Everyone, oh, wrong tape, wrong tape.
He died in March, and the video came out in August.
And I'm guessing Doug did not win that campaign. Somebody else became mayor.
No, I don't know, John. That's a good question.
Huh. Rest in peace. Happy birthday in heaven, Rob Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a real one.
Yeah, okay.
Their company still is going strong.
Really?
There was Rob's share of the company got left to his wife Renata, and they had
Who I hear has a lot to eat down there.
A real old country buffet pussy. Don't try to take any home.
that would look beautiful on a tombstone.
Just go on a date with her and just bring a styrofoam container already.
Unfortunately, there was some fighting between the family and Rob Ford's wife.
Damn.
So eventually, I believe they bought her out. So now Rob's brothers, Randy and Doug, both run the company.
And she probably got millions of dollars to...
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know there was a lawsuit between her and the brothers. And then the last that I saw, Randy owns the Toronto branch of Deco Labels and Tags, and Doug owns the Chicago branch.
Okay.
So it's 50-50 now.
And how many kids did Rob Ford have?
2. They're still young. I think his
Yeah.
daughter's 16. I think the son's 13.
Oh, so they were
little.
very young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah. But a little bit of a bad boy, but also did some very fun stuff.
Yeah.
Well, overall, was he like I don't know anything about his like politics in general. Like, was he considered to be a good politician in like public eye, or?
It depends who you ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I watched some, not in memoriam stuff, but just politicians, local news people, and just random citizens reacting to his death. And people seemed to like the man. It was almost unanimous, the
Yeah.
man. As far as the politician, it was kind of split down the middle. But I don't know if it's a Canadian thing where they're just very forgiving, or if, they just had more insight than a fucking idiot like me just doing research on the internet would, saying that like, okay, like, yeah, he did some fucked up shit, but then they've
Yeah.
also seen enough as to where they knew that it might have been more of a byproduct of his addiction issues and not just him being a bad person.
they can like
Yeah.
separate that.
Yeah, it could
Something
be.
we can't do down here.
Yeah.
On
Our
this side
neighbors
of
to the north are so much kinder.
Yes.
Must be all that maple syrup.
Definitely slows you down.
Yeah.
Especially if you got a drizzle between your butt cheeks.
Is that what your wife's going to do to you if you don't?
How do you think I should entice her? You think I should like leave like a trail of M&Ms leading to it?
Oh my God.
Damn, dude.
I don't know if I can do it, man.
That
you
might
ever seen that
entice me. It's trail.
I'm afraid. Like, you see how often I fart during a typical podcast, dude.
Yeah.
If I let my
Your
wife,
diet needs some
Dude,
work,
you're-
it seems
yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah, dude. Like, just for her sake, like, your asshole is Chernobyl, dude.
thank you. Wait,
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that's a 3 Mile Island.
I mean-
to stay away from.
I mean, to the Chernobyl point, I have a feeling that if she ate my ass, she'd wake up the next day with a goatee and a cleft lip. So the disfigurement would be Chernobyl-like.
Yeah. You ever take a mirror down there?
No, I
You got
wouldn't
any
dare.
idea what you're working with?
Dude, it's like playing with a Ouija board, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No
I
one.
don't need to
gets
play
see
with it to know it's dangerous.
I don't even think I have one.
What if it looks like the face of Christ?
Oh, man.
Where Mexican ladies are crying at it. Dude, when my Mexican cleaning lady comes,
Can you ever look at it for us?
Jake, do you know how to speak Spanish?
No, I don't.
John?
Un poquito.
What's actually tell me in Jamaican how I can convey to her that, like, look, I may have a Christ figure asshole. Would you and your homegirls like to see it?
I don't think I could do it, I could do it in Spanish.
Or do you think that would be too inappropriate?
Yes, it would be inappropriate,
All right.
but it depends on how hard up for cash she is.
How hard up?
How far out did you have to book her?
Not too far. My wife asked her a couple days ago,
She
and
needs
she's
a
coming
job.
this week.
So she'll probably
Yeah.
do anything asshole or answer any of your asshole related. Yo creo yo tengo un culo que
A Cristo.
it looks like how would it to look?
Mira.
Mirar.
Jesus.
You see,
Yeah.
mucho bueno, Miguel.
Jesus
De Jesus Cristo. See,
Christos.
Do you think we
I
collect?
have a Jesus Christ asshole. Is
Yeah.
what the rough
All right.
translation would be.
How far do you think the three of us will get in Mexico?
Oh man. Well, you've gotten pretty far. You've got the third base.
Yeah, I do. I will say that. More of a hand speaker.
Just playing fucking charades in Mexico.
I mean, you only need tacos.
The
and
pyramids and tacos. Yeah, I'd be dead before I left the airport.
From eating hooker pussy.
I would just set something off.
Glad I did it though, baby. You only live once.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd do it again. Would you go to Chuck E. Cheese and not eat pizza just because you're at Chuck E. Cheese?
What kind of question was that?
I'm talking about in regards to eating hooker pussy. Like I like.
Mexico's not known for eating hooker pussy
Yeah,
outside
yeah.
of your circle.
That's what I'm saying. I like to do that, and just because I'm in Mexico and it's a lady of the night doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm
John,
saying?
you've been to Arizona and sucked an elbow, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean the desert heat.
Man.
If you go back to Mexico ever, do you think that you will?
I'd find her. Yeah.
Yeah. You think you'll look any lady that resembles
Mike.
her? You'll think it's her,
What
and you'll stare.
What if the cleaning lady shows up and it's the prostitute?
Oh my god, Jake!
Dude. It turns into like a
Oh,
Three's
no.
Company situation at the house.
Oh my
I'd be
god,
Don
Jake!
Knotts.
All right, I'm gonna have to cancel this lady.
Okay, can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
There's no way that lady went from selling her
Okay.
pussy to American mouths to crossing the border and cleaning.
You
That's
never-
too high up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You say too high up. Or would you? You're not afraid at all, and this isn't a Mexican thing. I'm not saying but you're not afraid at all of somebody just coming in and like stealing your stuff. Like, how are you going to do it? Like, are you going to be in the house while she's here?
I think typically that's the way.
Yeah, I'll
it
be
goes.
back here.
You going to be like standing guard over everything?
No, I'll just be back here. If she needs me, she can come back here.
But are you going to like peek out and see if she's like taking the DVDs or anything like that?
No, I will have one of the cats wear a GoPro. We'll start with that.
Dude, because like here's why I ask, right? When people are like, if this is what you do, good for you, and I hope you're a good person. You probably are, and I'm sorry that I'm just shitting on this industry right now. Now you make your money, but I've gotten so many friend requests from like the girls in high school or like grade school who were like really like acting up, and never.
Lady Furman's
a bunch
for
of-
a woman's.
and they're still for a woman's. And they like I clicked on their page. I didn't accept their friend request, but I looked at their page and it was like, oh, I own my own cleaning business. I'm like, you would take everything in my house for sure. I would like not have a TV.
Nah, man, you can't get that far. You rob one house and you're fucked.
I got to be honest with you. I'm more trusting of non-Americans coming in here and doing a good job than I would be of Americans.
Yeah, you go to jail without a social security number, bro. You ain't coming back.
How about you, Furman?
We had a white lady come clean our house one time.
She stole everything.
She drink your Gatorade piss.
She's like, I don't know what this was, but it's delicious. Okay, so take back everything I just said because we weren't home the entire time.
She was there by herself?
Yeah,
That seems bizarre.
it was weird. She was doing a deep clean, and I don't mess with her business and stuff, but she was supposed to show up with 2 people.
Well,
it was only
don't
her.
Say the business name, you know.
Yeah, I don't even know it to mess it up. It was like my sister's friend's. Somebody.
Now you're getting specific.
All right, damn. Her name was Kelsey. It was, but she showed up. Basically, she had like 4 hours to like deep clean everything, and I think she just ran a Clorox wipe over everything, and like that was it.
Nothing was really.
There was like still dust everywhere, and like there's still like the floors could still be swept, kind of thing. You know.
That's bad.
How were the toilets looking? How was the bath?
They were good. Yeah.
Everything there was sparkling. Kitchen was sparkling.
I would say sparkling. Yeah. If
If
when we
there's
clean
dust on
it,
the shelf in the living room, that's whatever.
there was nothing that impressed me from like cleaning the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, that. Yeah, it looks like how we would do it if we had guests coming over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to find out, buddy.
Yeah.
I really believe in this Mexican firecracker I got coming over.
Does she have her own website, or did you get her on Angie's list?
No, it's somebody that it's an acquaintance of someone my wife knows.
You got a referral.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Does she work for a service or her own?
That's her own thing.
Situación.
What was that Spanish for, John?
I shit my pants. Oh, happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody that practices.
Oh, yeah.
That practices.
Yeah. Well, obviously she couldn't come till next week because she's putting a fucking load on tonight. I'm kidding. The Mexicans don't even. It's like St. Patrick's Day.
No.
Yeah, the bitch is gonna be down at Chili's till 10 o'clock. Stuck with margaritas. Una más al presidente, por favor.
You're out of bounds, baby.
The bitch is gonna be taking a siesta for a couple weeks.
Well, she'll be here Thursday and recharged and ready to go.
Hell yeah.
Mike, would you ever hire one of those nude cleaners?
No.
No.
Maybe when my wife dies, but as of right now, no.
Okay, what if your wife didn't die, but she was out of the house? She was gone for the day. And
I would consider as a bit to hire a male nude cleaner. Just fucking elephant walking.
I would
tie a feather duster to it.
I would consider getting a nude cleaner if I just got a 1 month lease in an apartment and I wouldn't even put furniture in there. It would be already clean and I'd just be like, yeah, if you can get over there too, you know, standing behind her the entire time.
Nick Oldershaw, he had that happen.
He rented an apartment and didn't put any furniture just so he could have a naked maid.
The opposite.
He was on the receiving end, where a guy hired him to come in and clean, and it was clearly just a dude who wanted to see a hot dude come in and move.
But he didn't get asked to remove any clothing.
No, he was. Yeah, he was.
He was naked?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
He mentioned he was on Dad Meat and said, gave us his story, which was insane.
How hard up was he?
Oh, it was at LA, baby.
LA will eat you alive, dog.
Jesus Christ.
They got tacos and pyramids, Slurpees.
Fur man. Did you finish that soda already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll suck the rust out of the carpet, you piece of shit.
Yeah, the other half he didn't spill over my goddamn floor.
I'm sorry. He spills shit all the time, and it's
Jake,
like,
Who does?
You fucking windbreaker man. I don't.
All right, he's clearly defeated. He called me windbreaker man.
I wish there was a way, Jake. I wish there was a way
over here
to measure the amount of liquid that has seeped into this carpet from you.
From me.
In the time that we've been doing this podcast.
Well,
you melted 40 pounds of
I
ice
did
with your
melt
fucking
40
legs a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I run hot. All right.
What have I name one thing I've spilled in here?
Didn't you?
Have I spilled something?
Yeah,
in
you
here?
spilled the
think so.
cherry wine.
I vaguely remember that.
Mhm. It almost seems like it was.
But I fucking spill a little bit of. It was more on my pants. Look at me. I am a fucking catch-all for all spills.
Yeah, you do look. You do got a Jackson Pollock vibe going on.
It's fucking Pepper Jackson pop.
Damn. Yeah.
Would you go? Would you paint a wall today, or did you eat sour cream?
I gave bean dip to the nude cleaner. I'm a disgusting human being.
No, you're not. Furman, you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You hear that, comments? I'm beautiful.
I love you
Yeah.
just the way you are.
Oh, man.
We love you, Furman.
Hey, thank you, windbreaker man.
May 10th, we're doing our next AMA. Can't wait for that. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Then we've got another guest lined up for later this month, right? Do we have one yet?
I have to confirm.
Okay.
But it looks like
Ooh, boy.
we do.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
Chip was a blast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he's
was
the fucking
fun.
man. I love Chip so much.
What a pervert.
He really is.
Yeah.
It be your own.
Yeah, man. He knows his perversions.
What's your perversions, Jake?
Man. No, I'm not getting into it. I've been revealing a lot on this podcast lately. I can't do it.
Speaking of perversions,
Oh,
I go on Facebook Marketplace pretty often.
Oh, man.
Just see what they got. And a lady was selling a swing that was still attached in her bedroom.
Nice. Well, I mean, you got to see it in use. Where else do you want to hang it? In the front yard? You fucking derelict.
who puts a playground in their bedroom? She's also selling monkey bars.
I did not buy it.
No?
No.
Monkey bars were a different thing in Mike's cousin's house. It was the cage that held the monkey. The monkey was behind bars.
Before it was murdered.
Yes, dude, we are in the 5 minutes where everybody has stopped listening already. If you're still listening, Jesus Christ, man, get a hobby.
Yeah, he was. It seemed as though he was murdered, but Fortunato Perry got him downgraded to manslaughter.
Yeah.
Did anybody get charged? I mean, I
Primate
guess the monkey
slaughter?
didn't have,
Yeah.
the monkey didn't have any papers. Nobody knew, right?
My uncle's actually very successful now.
Is what
Now?
the Perry guy?
No, that was the lawyer.
Okay, it
Wait.
sounds like his name's backwards.
Wait, the guy
Perry
who shot
Fortunato.
No, it's
your uncle
Fortunato
who
Perry.
shot the monkey?
He didn't shoot it. He stabbed it.
Oh, that's Machete. That's right. Sorry. I think, yeah, the deputy.
The monkey slaughterer is now very successful.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't tell me he works for the Philadelphia Zoo.
No.
He's the marketing guy for Tang.
It's funny you bring that up because he's retired now, but he did work within a few miles of the Philadelphia Zoo.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to stay a few miles away from the zoo due to a court order.
He actually volunteered to tell that gorilla that Robin Williams died.
Machete on the wall. One day.
Like I've
One
heard
day
of a
that'll be me.
sword. I've heard like sword on the wall. Like if you're a ninja, or like you're just like Japanese culture.
A ninja or a virgin. A virgin ninja.
But a machete.
A
that's
Virginia? Yeah, machete is clearly easy access weapon.
Yeah.
Like there was also a revolver under the chair.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
a fucking cane sword in the umbrella holder.
Yeah.
The recliner also has guns attached to it.
This thing back is a machete handle.
Cocks it.
Yeah. So this Instagram contest that we're doing, doing about the Swiss cheese.
Let's all take guesses as to how we're going to do it.
I know how we're going to do it.
Let's confuse
We're going to
everybody.
give away one of those paintings next week to somebody on Instagram. We're going to put up a picture of it.
Yeah.
Whoever wants it's going to comment, tag somebody else, and then obviously you have to follow the account. And then we'll randomize somebody as a winner, and we'll you just have to pay shipping and handling, which is $39.
Comment under the picture, tag a friend, and then hit them with their most appropriate slur.
And
Oh, man.
and tell your friend what you see in the Warshak drawing.
Yeah.
Leave the slurs out of it, please.
No slurs.
Please don't get our account flagged. We've had a lot of heat.
Yeah.
How about Phil Spector's son commenting?
Oh, that was cool. That was a very nice comment.
That's cool.
Yeah, when we
That's
posted
bizarre.
that the Phil Spector episode on YouTube last week, Phil Spector's son watched it, and he clarified two things that I'd gotten wrong, which was that the house that Ronnie Spector had lived in with Phil was in Beverly Hills and not the Alhambra house. And he says that Phil did not wear a Batman suit around the property.
Which is one of the funniest fake facts that you could read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody just
that's a
having
wild
fun
thing to
on
put out there.
Wikipedia, yeah.
He said it was Robin, right? It was a Robin suit.
But then he was also very complimentary, and he said that he laughed.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was very nice.
And thank you for finding the humor in it, because I'm not sure that I would be laughing if it was my
Yeah, what a cool guy. So,
Yeah.
Louis Spector, if you're watching, you're the man.
Thank you.
shout out.
And thanks for not having a cheese perversion and being upset. Okay.
Yeah, now we just got to see if we can get fucking Tina Dahmer. Watch Little Stinkers.
Is that really a relative?
Might be, baby.
Can't rule it out.
Yeah, Tina, so watch an episode of Little Stinkers if you're not too much of a dumb fucking bitch.
Man, have we ever gracefully ended one of these episodes?
No, right now.
It feels like our brains are in extra innings. You're like, well, it's another strike.
Yeah, speaking of mini strokes.
What if that's what I'm in charge of?
And landing this bird?
Reading the room and realizing that we don't really have much else to say.
Oh, shit. Mike, you were supposed to tap your shoe at some point. Did you
I'm
tap your
good,
shoe?
baby.
Okay.
I don't need to be tapping nothing. I lost all train of thought when you dumped 32 ounces of soda all over my fucking table and
12-ounce
rug.
kid.
Yeah, but the rock candy expands it.
Well, the other 20 ounces came out of you somehow. I don't know where it came from, but
You don't want to know.
you were fucking evaporating, baby. How much cum do you produce?
Oh, man.
Are you at a point yet where the velocity and the volume is slowing down?
Oh, dude, there was never any velocity. There was, well, that's not true. There was, there's good velocity. I'm actually producing more now than ever.
I think you're making this up.
No, I'm dead serious. I'll show you.
You taking ashwagandha?
You can smell it right now, can't you? When I smell that soda.
Speaking of which, the cum trees are coming back soon.
They should already be in bloom.
Oh, thanks a lot, dickhead. Maybe I did lose my smell due to COVID.
I don't know how far it shoots. I just know I always have a tissue and it goes in my hand. My hand hurts afterwards.
It's like catching a fastball.
Oh boy, throwing ropes down there.
You ever miss the catch?
Yeah,
That's always an uncomfortable.
yeah. It's always when I'm at
Why
dinner.
do I
and it's all
admit
over
this?
Are you actually trying to catch it when it comes out?
Well, not like have a catch with it, but like
Like a fucking Iranian falafel maker?
I'm
You're
trying to.
flipping with one hand, trying to catch it with the...
Just like that.
You know what it is? It's like trying to catch someone's sneeze. Not that anyone's ever done that ever.
Someone else's sneeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not getting too far. It tries to get away, but I
You're like, oh, I don't want it to get everywhere, so you hold a thing over there. I've never done that for a stranger. I just want to clarify. I've done some weird things, but that was just a bad analogy. Please, can we end this thing?
The episode
Yeah.
ended 5 minutes
Okay,
ago.
good.
It seems like a very strange way to dispose of jizz.
How? Catching it in a tissue?
Yeah.
What else you supposed?
What's
Well,
the more appropriate way?
I know my favorite way.
Fire it into a toilet, lay something on the bed to catch it, and shoot it into that.
What are you, standing up?
Yeah, sometimes.
You can't come standing up.
Give it a try.
You've never come standing up?
Not without a pussy.
That's that Steve, that's that Steve Martin book.
Born standing up, coming.
Come setting up.
I like the way I said it better.
No, I listen.
Yeah, actually, I can only come doggy style.
With you on the bottom.
Yeah, my elbows and my knees have to be touching the ground, or else I can't come.
my elbows have to be touching each other behind their back.
Got a couple contortionists in here. What's that? We're out of card space? Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we go?
Not that I can think of.
Jake, anything else you want to spill on the rug?
Did you ever come in a cup?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Why would you do that, Jake? Let me guess. The bathroom is too far upstairs?
First of all, no. Does anyone jerk? Do you jerk off into a toilet?
Sometimes, yeah.
It's not good for the plumbing. It gums up the old.
Don't gum up nothing. It's gumming up your brain, brother. Now, I get that with the tub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I didn't realize, like when I first started beating off.
Yeah, you don't shit in the tub either, pal. So I think
Whoa.
a toilet can take
News
a
to
little bit
me.
of cum, you know.
Are you being real when you say like a toilet's plumbing might not be able to handle cum?
That's what I think. No, there's no science to back it up. If only there was one person out there we knew who could confirm this.
Why don't you spend a couple minutes trying to explain the science?
Hit us with it.
Okay, so when you pee in a toilet or like a urinal, have you ever seen a urinal that's out of order?
Mm-hmm.
It's because your pee has, after it ages for a little bit, it crystallizes. Like it essentially becomes like rock salt, and
Right.
it
That's what
clogs
we
up.
talked about this. That's what
Yeah.
gout is.
Yeah.
I have urinal foot.
Yes. So you have urinal disease and Lou urinal disease, and I think the same thing probably happens with your cum.
How long do you have to leave urine in the toilet for it to crystallize?
Oh no, you don't. You don't have to leave it in there. You just.
I don't think the suction and the water flow on a urinal is
Yeah.
anywhere near.
You're right.
You know,
You're right.
You're getting 1.3
You're right.
gallons minimum per flush on a toilet. You know.
Yeah, that's why the urinals. Because if you ever see a urinal is like not like a toilet's filled with water, and where a urinal is not.
I think we're inventing dumbing.
Yeah. Jake just dumbed all over my fucking face. Dumb on my tits.
Blue cocky. Okay. Well, I didn't. I just said okay.
Yeah, come for the serial killers, stay for the disgusting cum talk.
Nobody's fucking listening anymore.
Did you guys watch the Gacy thing on Netflix?
Not yet.
Nah, that's your thing, bro.
It's nothing.
Is this good? Did you like it?
Nah, nothing new.
Didn't something else kind of related come out too?
Ozark.
I feel like something else I think is related.
Dorothy Puente's next door
Even
neighbor.
more recent than the Gacy tapes.
Oh, even more recent.
I thought something just came on. I'll figure it out. We'll talk about it.
I'm thinking maybe this week, if you guys are up for it, I believe it's Thursday night, the 12th, that Zodiac's showing at Bryn Mawr Theater. So if you'd like to see it.
Ooh.
I believe I have a show in Boyertown.
Oh,
Come
cool.
out to Boyertown if you know where that
sounds
is.
fun.
This guy got scared by a car in a Ben Salem open mic last night, and he's shitting on me. You fucking piece of shit.
Jake, what if I bought you a large soda that you could spill all over the fucking theater?
Sign me up. We can hear everyone just stepping on it, doing the thing.
When I went to go see The Joker with my wife, we had to arrive separately. I was coming from work and she was coming from home, and it was the day that it came out, and it was like a 4:00 showing. And remember, everybody was like, "There's probably going to be shootings.
Yeah.
People are going to lose their minds." So I was a little on edge going in. Probably nothing, but I was like, "All right, I'll just keep an eye out for these weirdos," because the theater is just all dudes who've never gotten pussy before, and then me and my wife. My wife's a very kind soul. She got there after I did, so she texted me saying, "Hey, do you want anything from the snack stand?" I was like, "Yeah, I want candy, I want soda, and I want a popcorn, please."
$90.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there, and I hear her, not loudly, but enough to get everybody's attention, say, "Mike." And as the entire fucking theater turns around to look at my wife, trying to figure out where I am, she trips down the steps and spills my shit everywhere. So in a fucking theater full of dudes dressed like the fucking Joker, she manages to be the most embarrassing one.
At first, I was like, "Oh, they're all named Mike."
Yeah, right.
And then it just turns into her Dick Van Dyking down the fucking stairs.
Well, why did you see Joker opening day?
I wanted to see it.
Really?
Yeah.
He wanted to know how he got those scars. Damn, opening day. Are you a Batman fan?
I could take it or leave it. Would have been funny though if my wife like cut her knees open and we went to the ER and she goes to the doctor, "Want to know how I got these scars?" Let me guess, she fell down the fucking steps at Joker. Yeah.
And the third one today.
Did you guys like the new Batman?
Why are you doing this to all of
I don't want it
us?
to end now, dude. We're almost 2 hours in. We got probably like 6 more minutes before we hit 2 hours. Am I right? 5 minutes?
Wow. Yeah.
What kind of fucking contest are you trying to
I
win?
haven't. It's like the keep your hand on the car contest for podcasting. Keep your ass on the couch.
If you listen to the end, you're gonna get a big surprise.
I haven't seen the Joker. I haven't seen the new Batman. The Ben Affleck Batman, right? He was the last one before that?
I think that's a
Or is that like
skippable
3?
one. He doesn't have his own movies.
Zack Snyder Batman? Is that a different one?
He's
or is it
got
the same one?
Justice League and Batman vs Superman.
Christian Bale was like the last Batman I saw. And those were great movies.
Mm-hmm.
The Christopher Nolan ones, right?
I rewatched the new Batman. I didn't like it as much the second time.
Oh,
Did you
really?
see it?
I did not know. I
That's
will watch
weird
it.
because you saw Joker opening day and it's been on HBO for 3 weeks.
Dude, the biggest reason why I haven't is because it's 3 fucking hours long.
Yeah.
I don't do anything for 3 hours. Just
Except
podcasts.
Except hold listeners captive.
Yeah. You could sit through this or The Irishman. I'm good with this.
Did you see it?
I saw The
you did
Irishman.
not. You saw Irishman, yeah, but you
Yeah.
didn't see.
Didn't see Batman. I didn't see. Yeah.
Yeah, you just said it, and is there anything else I could repeat for the rest of this fucking 4.5 excruciating minutes?
We actually have Slurpee here now. If we want to live via satellite.
Slurpee, how you doing, pal? Any work as a Rob Ford corpse lookalike?
Hey, Danny Dubs, it would be cool if like you get a picture of Slurpee for the thing, and it'll be, "Oh, this is Slurpee right here," and just like start interacting with the pictures we put up. Like, "Oh, look at that! Oh, wow!"
Slurpee likes his balls, bro.
Oh man! Oh, you're gonna catch
Jake,
a lot of...
open your mouth. Sorry.
No.
God. He's throwing a snowball at you.
Man.
That would be fun if you're ever watching porn. Or, well, you know when they be doing snowballing. If one lady goes to snowball another, she's like, "I already ate that." Just the kind of thing I think about sometimes.
What else do you think about sometimes?
Do you?
Danny, when it hits 2 hours, don't even tell us. Rip all the cords out of everything. I don't care if it saves. End it. Go to the fucking power box.
We're just getting started.
Shut the whole fucking building down.
Do you want to do another run through the episode real quick?
Yeah, we're actually going to do Doug Ford right now. So Doug was born in Etobicoke, Ontario as well.
5 minutes from Antoba meth, right? Or coke? God, forget it.
Jake, you all right, man?
No,
You think you
What's the
make meth
problem?
from coke?
don't you?
Do some drugs. Do some
Yeah.
drugs. Seriously.
I'm
Get
on
high
I'm
once.
on high blood pressure medicine. Crush that up and snort it.
I think opiates might help out with that.
Oh yeah.
I think they Lower your heartbeat, probably, right?
What about Adderall?
I think you're moving in the opposite direction.
Okay.
Jake, I know from overdosing on children's painkillers, they will.
What is a children's painkiller? Just like a quarter of a regular one?
It's a Percocet.
Seems like the perfect joke then.
All right, guys. Thanks for putting up with this shit. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the next episode. Oh, wait, one more thing. If you watch us on Patreon, thank you for joining us. You guys are the fucking best. We appreciate you guys being patrons of ours and joining us on all this fucking dumb shit that we fucking do. If you're not a patron yet, go to patreon.com/Lil Stinkers. That's LILSTINKERS. Come join us. Have fun. We do a bunch of fucking weird shit every month. And you'll get the episodes first. You'll get any additional stuff we do. And you'll get access to our monthly AMAs. The next AMA we're doing is May 10th, which is Tuesday, Danny? Cool. So, all right. Love you guys. Talk to you then. Bye.
Fuck you. Bye.